14-0.
A touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. The Browns looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
All right, let's go, Jameson.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back.
Bro, Ford inhaled fucking like too much air. How the hell do you even inhale too much air?
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second.
Are you fucking kidding me? My first run play of the game, and it's
can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take.
God damn it, OJ Howard.
One more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First run play of the game, he breaks free. Man, OJ Howard, not even on that side of the ball. I think he just has to hold.
Here's now up the middle.
Go, Damian.
That was huge after being
Still getting yards, boy.
Very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Fourth round pick.
Charles, the Texans 2022 draft class here, and for a team, a franchise hoping to really climb back towards contention. Now, their front office, really everybody around the club felt exceptionally good about this draft.
I said it on draft night, and I stick by it. This was a very professional draft by the Houston Texans. They took Derek Stingley Jr. the third, the cornerback out of LSU, and I had him as my top-rated cornerback going into the draft. And offensive guard Kenyon Green,
he's gone.
Took him 15th in the first round out of Texas A&M.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston.
4th and 1. It's one away for Teddy.
58 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now.
Bro, if my fingerprint scan don't work, thank you.
Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season.
Vincent checks in. Wanamaker keeps it. Looking for Wilson in the corner. Vincent checks in. Wanamaker keeps it. Looking for Wilson in the corner.
Bro, can you just post the shit and stop making me replay it? Thank you.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down.
Bitch.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
What the?
Sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
On third down, Ryan got his man complete over the middle.
Okay.
It's Taylor. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Williams. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent.
Oh, go Dameon.
Scored the last time out, but I don't think there's any worries with
Let's pull Dameon.
And they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Are you fucking kidding me?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
I'm starting receiver T. Higgins. Nice.
T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it's 21-10. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took.
I'll keep him out. I'll keep him out. We winning by 11. I don't need to worry about that right now.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you
Look, I said Marshall versus USC.
defensive front won their play really quickly,
New
meaning the
people.
guys in front
That's
of them,
crazy.
no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Oh, Desmond. Nice break up, boy.
Too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ryan.
Oh, shoot, I actually pressed that one. Okay, that's
This is caught by Cox. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down.
Get it, bro.
Hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Gets past 1 man.
What?
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
He's going. But Cook's phone.
Inside the 15. Touchdown, Texans. Darnell Mooney, 58 yards. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra.
I ain't buying, yo.
The lead is up to 18 now. Those are the kind of drops they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, to everybody. 1 play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The drive will start at the 20-line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I kind of feel like they reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand
Do not send me your dick pics, okay? Do not send me your dick pics, okay? Do not send me.
They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first round.
2nd and 10, third.
So everybody has been talking about Travis Kelce getting absolutely body slammed by Derwin James. And yet no one is talking about Clyde Edwards-Helaire absolutely putting it down. Or how J.C. Jackson got routed up by a guy who has more than touchdowns. There was a pointless body slam. Stop posting it.
Shut the fuck up, you hater.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan.
I missed.
Exactly. Everybody has been talking about Travis Kelce getting absolutely body
And the hitch route is run really well. That jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender, give a little bit of space. All you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Looking for Campbell downfield.
Devin King. Oh, you fucked me.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football, but ultimately, he has to be a lot more decisive and get rid of it and find an open target.
He puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
Sometimes
look at this shit. What was I supposed to do, bro? Fuck that. I got something for that. It's my turn to be the bad guy. I'm sick of this shit. I got something for that. You can't beat them, you might as well fucking join them. Y'all need all the weight. All the wings down, I need all that. Put that shit all the way up. I'm post-hooking from Uganda, too. And when I start doing it, I bet not hear nobody crying about the shit. I'm doing the dark side, running through.
Post-hooking from Uganda.
Because I'm post-hooking that bitch from the 3. Green every time. Look at this shit. What was I supposed to do, bro? Fuck that. I got something for that. It's my turn to be the bad guy. I'm sick of this shit. I got something for that. You can't beat them, you might as well.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
Let's go, boy.
And they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent.
What was that?
They clearly made a conscious decision to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call, but how about the guy who just stopped them?
Bro, that doesn't even make any sense.
Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it
Had it
got
before,
started.
Like the strategy.
but never like this.
Run the football. So that means they probably want to run it inside. You're in peril.
It's simple.
Result, negative
It's
yardage.
air.
This guy can probably sell air.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Fields. That throw taken in by Jason Williams. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
This guy
Still
can
the
probably
completion
sell
there for
air.
7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you
This guy
throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play.
The victims were named in the mandatory protection order.
Damn. Damn, Damien.
Brought down, but not before inside the 25.
Have any contact with you, stay away from the homes. Their homes should stay away from any other location that they are likely to be found. Do not contact directly and indirectly any of the folks that were named in the protection order.
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game...
And you shall not communicate with them. You shall not possess or purchase or control or firearm or any other weapon.
I don't know about how this nigga Damian is fucking ransacking through their defense. Do it. Right. Fucking do it.
Fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach...
I just feel stay over it. Gang! Gang! Gang, gang!
Justin Fields keeping himself from 10 yards away.
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre. I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
They open the lead up now to 25. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so...
I could stop talking at any point in time, but they keep doing
on the field and they will send this one away.
Stop it!
No.
You guys don't stop talking.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The fuck is castration?
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And they will
Stop talking.
This would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
He didn't say a word.
Since Chrissy's 4 million followers clearly ratioed my backup account, I want to make my official statement. Here it goes. Birds of a feather fly together, ain't goose coat. Since Chrissy's 4 million followers clearly ratioed my backup account, I want to make my official statement.
How good has this defense been?
Birds of a feather fly together, getting goose coats. I was a little dog, now my pay like a new balls. 10K, they all blues. This is
That's funny.
In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Ryan pulled in by Tate. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
What if I told you, Lawrence, Taylor was the most reckless athlete on the planet? He has no recollection of getting drafted because he drank 41 cans of Coors Light. He was selected second. Peak of his powers, he was smoking up to an ounce of crack a day. Still records goals on the gridiron. Travis at home. He hired prostitutes for opposing teams so they'd tire out before the game. Savvy debtor, he spent $1,000 a day on prostitutes, with as many as 6 lucky ladies in 24 hours. Single-handedly keeping the brothels of East Rutherford, New Jersey. Boom. He used to drink strawberry milkshakes laced with penicillin to avoid STDs. Medical mormon. Once used his teammates urine to pass a drug test. Still. Once arrived late to practice.
His teammates to pass a drug test and still failed. What?
Giants took out a $2 million insurance policy on his life, all while their coaching staff was rocking Hoochie Daddy shorts in the sideline. Despite the city boy behavior, he was still a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, NFL MVP, Super Bowl champion. Because nothing is impossible. What if I told you Lawrence Taylor was the most reckless athlete?
This defense, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they have the lead.
Then excel at math.
Then why don't they use it if they have it?
Oh my god. I'm not even gonna do this. I'm not even gonna do this.
They may have salted this one away.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Which rapper would you rather date your sister, Drake or Kanye?
Drake is definitely gonna cheat on her, potentially write an album about it. But Kanye's gonna fuck her up mentally, so I'm gonna have to go Drake.
No matter how loyal my sister is to Drake, he's still going to be heartbroken.
I'm saying, what if she's the next Courtney from Hooters on Peachtree?
I know you're gonna watch it. Right now, J. Cole or Travis Scott?
J. Cole, by a fucking mile. He's intelligent, he's introspective, and if we're talking simply off jump shot form, J. Cole is whack. And Travis Scott shoots like somebody's girlfriend.
Future is the biggest god of his generation. He has 8 children with 8 different women. He broke Sierra's heart. I know the future, but with no me, he's going to break my sister's heart. And then she's going to find her version of Russell Wilson. Because isn't that what anyone would want?
That'll be a happy
versus Rick Ross. Rose, my sister named actual
Oh, you fucking did that alien. It's hilarious.
Catering the wedding? I cannot trust you with my sister's heart when you drop an album every 3 years. Stay consistent. Which rapper would you? What if I told you Chad Ochocinco was the strangest wide receiver in NFL history? Took Viagra before every game to increase his explosiveness. Stay hard, brother. He raced a horse on national television. Let's see this kid does. Ate McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and still had the physique of a Greek god. He inducted himself into the Hall of Fame. That's first ballot, bitch. Celebrated a touchdown by proposing to a Bengals cheerleader. He's a yes. He nailed an extra point in a preseason game, leading to a legitimate tryout with the MLS. He had the honor of calling himself a pro bullfighter for a grand total of 1.5 seconds. He politely asked the NFL to not be fined. Still fined. He showed off his putting skills in the end zone. Tiger Wood doesn't miss. He even revived the football back to life. This man can do no. First to himself is the Black Mexican. That level of work ethic is unstoppable. Wrote a Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, I Can't Be Stopped. Is that the illiteracy? Yup. Honor his 85 number, he legally changed his name from Chad Johnson to Chad Ochocinco. Doesn't even translate to 85. Inspiring.
What? He changed his number for me. Oh my god.
What if I told you Lawrence Taylor was the most? What if I told you some of the greatest athletes of all time went a little too far for the fucking tape? Conor McGregor punched out an old man at a bar after he refused a shot of whiskey. Grandpa took one look at the boy and said, "Who the fuck is that guy?" Diego Maradona was paid an appearance fee to party with Pablo Escobar's custom-built prison. Goat doubled as a mercenary of cocaine. Inspiring. Earl Strawberry used to entangle with prospects between innings. Most respectable one man game. Mike Tyson booked 20 hotel rooms for 20 different women for him to entangle with the night of his 30th birthday. He made it a walking knockout.
Mike Tyson, bro. What the fuck?
And that's Phil Jackson somehow allowed Dennis Rodman to go on a 48-hour bender in Las Vegas in the middle of the Last Dance season. These days, when he's not rebounding for Kim Jong-un, he's bounty hunting for Brittany Griner. Fuck. One night while signing autographs at a restaurant, a man heckled Charles Barkley by throwing ice at him. Big mistake. Just got up, found the culprit, and threw his ass through a window.
Damn.
Bullies get bullied, stupid. But if I told you some of the greatest athletes of all time went a little too hard for fucking Savage Life of Gucci Mane. Trap God was a menace.
Yo, Gucci Mane is fat now.
Last week in the season opening victory.
Nigga, Gucci Mane was skinny as hell. He had a good ass physique, and now this nigga's fat.
God killed a home invader in self-defense. His body was found 3 days later at an elementary school. Think about the children, Gucci. Man tried taking a photo with him at the club. He smashed a bottle of champagne over his head. He just got back from rap. I would have thought Guwap supported the truth. When the judge asked Gucci if he was guilty, he replied, "Bitch, I might be." Inspiring words. He hit Jenny Craig so hard in prison, rumors started circulating, he was cloned. This man went from running the trap to running trap. Has a tattoo of an actual ice cream cone on his face. This shit can move. When a woman rejected his generous offer of $100 for sex, pushed her out of moving theater. This man was playing Grand Theft Auto in real life. Completing just 25 out of 500 required community service hours. That's only 4%. Get shit up, dog. Performs bar mitzvahs for $75K a pop. His parents must be terrified. Savage Life of Gucci Mane.
Today we're diving into one of the most infamous teams in NBA history, Portland Trailblazers.
Instead of flying back with
The Portland Trailblazers? Bro.
Took a massive yellow Hummer H2. We're caught smoking weed.
Wait, that's it?
Keep in mind, the NBA doesn't even test for that anymore. Political corporate agenda bullshit. Society. After he was busted for possession of loud, Quintel Woods offered up his basketball rookie card as his ID.
Asking him some of what you smoke and play.
The brother was operating an underground dogfighting ring out of his home. In 2003, a young Zebo sucker punched Ruben Patterson, breaking his eye socket. After that, Zebo hid out for 2 weeks in fear that Patterson would try to shoot him. Speaking of Ruben Patterson, was sentenced to 15 days in jail and had to register as a sex offender after the attempted sexual assault of his family's name.
Well, Zebo should have busted up his other eye socket for that shit.
Zebo's friends assaulted and robbed a man who was delivering them weed, reportedly beating him with cool cues.
But was he trying to overcharge?
Quintel Woods was kicked off the team after that, animal abuse.
Why didn't he do time like Mike Vick? Maybe it wasn't as
It
bad.
probably wasn't as elaborate of a dogfight.
Mike Vick had WWE entrances.
Also, Steve Kerr was randomly on that team to add some balance to the madness.
Nah, Steve was definitely the one rolling the blunts. Today we're diving into one of the most infamous teams in NBA history, Portland Trailblazers.
Instead of flying with the team from Seattle, if I told you the world's most decorated sports fan was a Drake Jacker Spike, but a royal finish, the world not only lost a legend with the passing of Queen Elizabeth, but Loki, a veteran diehard, the game. On her first visit to America in 1957, she attended a Maryland UNC football game, and despite a trash matchup, was enthralled with the good old-fashioned American bloodbath. She led and raced horses for 60 years, studied Ronald Reagan in one-on-one equestrian, and remained by far the most coveted guest in the history of Churchill Downs. Y'all went from this to this? It's a massive downgrade. She was President George H.W. Bush's guest of honor at a 1991 Baltimore Orioles game. Seeing the royal family spend years upon years staring out of windows, she appreciated the pace of the game. Last year, she shocked Buckingham Palace by revealing her support for West Ham, a team that's also seen better days. Even the Great One was in awe as Her Royal Highness dropped a ceremonial first puck in Vancouver, and the clutch showed he had ice in her vein. If y'all thought the Lizzie Driffy reference in sicko mode was camp beige, Elizabeth's been getting buckets since World War II. She was president of the first ever F1 race in 1950.
God
Man,
damn.
for stopping whipping at top speeds and then change his own tires? Stay humble. So long live Her Majesty, an icon, role model, superstar, queen of sport. But if I told you the world's most decorated sports,
What if I told you a Michael Jordan-led team was the worst in NBA history? During the 2012 lockout season, the absolutely horrendous Charlotte Bobcats went 7-59.
God, Michael, you were on that team?
13 different games by 20 or more points. It's honestly impressive. Some of the guys on this band of bozos include rookie Kemba Walker, shortly after embarrassing this fucking bozo from Pittsburgh at the Garden. Eddie Navarro, OG Corey Maggette, Jamario Moon, no relation to Jackie, and Byron Mullins. This team was dead last in offensive and defensive rating, whatever the fuck that means. This little kid straight up told DJ Augustine they playing like some punk-ass chumps. Where's the lie? Not being used to this level of mediocrity, the coach had to laugh to keep from crying. Hey, but at least they had a lottery pick, right? They drafted Michael King-Gilchrist.
that's rough, buddy.
What if I told you?
Today we're going to take a look back at the inventions of the 20th century. Baby crate. You ain't got room in your tenement, your apartment. Put them out the window.
Wait, they used to just hang babies out the fucking window? I don't think that there's ever one where there's not enough space in the crib that I'm going to choose to hang my baby out the window.
When heat in the rain gets your fix, you need an umbrella.
The L umbrella? I think they're onto something with this.
Looks like an Al Capone smoking this.
Alfred Hitchcock?
Shorty is a tank, inhaling 20 cigarettes at once.
Wiz Khalifa's entered the chat. I could probably hit it once, and then I'd be coughing for the rest of the goddamn day. But Shorty built different. Young Audrey Hepburns.
When you were too lazy to shave by yourself, so instead you got lined up with 6 others.
There were definitely some gross but she says he's out cheating on her. He's really with the boys getting shaved. Nobody gave a fuck about the babies back then.
Today we're going to take a look back at the double. If I told you Jordan and Pippen were back. Scottie Pippen's ex-wife Larsa was spotted on a date with Michael Jordan's son Marcus. Now this is far from Larsa's first public entertainment.
Michael Jordan has a
While she was
fucking son.
She cheated on his future Hendrix. Allegedly was the woman he entangled with in a pair of bougie flip-flops. Sensation. After her divorce from Scottie, she ran through several mid-level exceptions with NBA role models. Eric Moreland, Malik Beasley, Tristan Thompson. He's one of the final boss couple of City Girl behavior. Earlier this year, Scottie put Michael on blast in the media. Declaring LeBron the best player in Dallas. You should have known by now that Jordan would take that personally. And after remembering he had a son, sent Marcus into the trenches on a search and destroy mission. Larsa is 48 years old. Marcus is 31. His father may have had the flu game, but did he survive a cougar attack from the fiercest queen of the pop? It's 2022 and Jordan and Pippen are finally reunited. Marcus may never be like Mike. At least he's getting thotty. Scott, what if I told you Jordan and Pippen were
The biggest circus in New York.
If I told you a Heisman finalist and girlfriend never even existed. After a successful freshman season in Notre Dame, five-star linebacker Manti Te'o struck up a relationship with Lene Kakua on Facebook. Turns out Lene was actually Ronaya Tuiasosopo, former high school quarterback with NFL lineage. Created the fraudulent account to cope with internal issues. The world needed the most, even Max, to compete. After Finding out Lene's father was ill, Teo offered his support, entering a long-distance relationship with the shorty who refused to pick up a FaceTime. That spring, he learned from Tuiasa Sopo, who was now posing as Kakua's brother, that Lene was in a car crash and in critical condition. While on life support, he was also diagnosed with leukemia. During this period, he'd call her up every single night, sometimes staying on the phone for as much as 8 hours at a time. Undeniably a true gentleman, and without a doubt, the original sin. Early in his senior season, his grandmother passed away at just 72 years old. That afternoon, he learned his girlfriend died as well. But instead of missing games, he dedicated the rest of the season to Kakua's memory, making us all forget just how fugazi the fighting Irish truly are. After her death, Teo stayed in touch with Kakua's family, without realizing they were all invented by Tuiasa Sopo. This man built an entire catfishing universe. Kakua's sister, feeling she was still alive. Teo went to his uncle for advice, who immediately suspected he was being catfished. Oh my God, Eureka! Despite this revelation, he continued to tell his sob story on national television. January 2013, the hoax was exposed by Deadspin. Their photos were taken from one of Tuiasa Sopo's former classmates, Diane O'Meara's pixelated profile picture had her brother sprung. After the debacle made headlines, Teo was ripped to shreds by the fans and the media, getting bamboozled in the national championship game and slipping to the second round of the NFL draft. 10 years later, Teo and Tuiasa Sopo told their full side of the story. While only God can judge them for the trials and tribulations they've been through, they'll both trip it. What if I told you a Heisman finalist dead girlfriend? What if I told you The Rock almost dominated on Sundays instead of SummerSlam? Over 4 years with the Hurricanes, the 6'5", 290-pound Dwayne Johnson tallied 77 tackles and 4.25 sacks in 39 games. More career tackles than J.J. Watt and Nick Bosa, significantly more BPE. Albert Hainsworth had just 5 sacks throughout his college career. Whether it was the people's elbow or the real-life curb stomp, different method, same results. He was recruited to Miami as a top 10 defensive tackle in the nation. Aaron Donald was ranked just 27th. He's doing a helmet cage at Jason. Coach Joe, who was the defensive line coach of the Kings at the time, wanted the word for Warren Sapp. The Rock could have been all-conference or potentially all-American. Co-signed for the bad boy at Baton Rouge as a first-round draft grade in my book. Following graduation, he was signed to the Calgary CFL team. He was assigned to the practice squad and cut 2 months into the season. Why tackle dummies for the Stampeders when you could suplex? Oh, this is no way. Stupid. So the NFL should be thankful. Instead of giving quarterbacks nightmares, he made his real dreams come true. What if I told you The Rock almost dominated on Sundays instead of SummerSlam? 4 years ago.
What if I told you Leo DiCaprio's most impressive feat wasn't flying off a bear or sneaking onto a boat to get some rich girl buddies? Leo's been dominating Hollywood since the 90s, and in that same time, lived by one strict rule. Let's break down this borderline creepy trend. Before she was the queen of Tampa Bay, Giselle dated Leo from 18 to 23. Leo eventually dropped her, but Giselle go-hop from Leo to TV12. Impressive. LD moved on to Israeli model Barbara Felly when she was 20 to 25. Then said, "Catch me if you can," as he sprinted out the door and onto the next one. 23-year-old Blake Lively briefly before she married Deadpool. 22-year-old Erin Heatherton, 21-year-old Tony Garn, 25-year-old Kelly Burback, 24-year-old Nina Agdal, and most recently, Camilla Barone, who was born the year Titanic came out and just got cut from the roster 3 months after her 25th birthday. Meaning his next girl will probably have been born in the 2000s, and hopefully too young to have heard his shitty accent and blood diamond. There will be a day when this becomes more gross than impressive, but until that day, Wolf of Wall Street is a fucking dog. What if I told you?
I throw down my phone?
The biggest circus in New York wasn't Barnum and Bailey, but the Bozos at Barclays. What if I told
Gravy survived a attack. Last night, the modern-day Bill Punter pulled up to the VMAs with Addison Rae's mother, Sherry Nicole. They were caught entangling on multiple occasions. While the chemistry may have been disgusting, it was undeniably electric. Proving this wasn't just a play for clout, but potentially true love. None of this would have happened if Addison's father, Monty, wasn't caught in a messy affair of his own. A 26-year-old fitness influencer. This city boy risked it all for someone who's almost identical to his own daughter. Hey, chill. Gravy decided to saw an opportunity and let it fly. And vicious. Addison's father was heated, challenging the boy to a boxing match looking like OG Lou Rigby. Somehow the hope was embodied by a loose leaf sheet of paper. Hurry. Now 2 middle-aged parents are out here acting like child stars with no supervision, while their daughter gracefully navigates Hollywood with beauty and class. Step your shit up, y'all. Who knows? Maybe Addison's new stepfather will be the role model. Show his feet. If I told you AJ Green was almost the next AJ Green. At New Haven University, he finished his career with 55 receptions for 926 yards and 4 touchdowns, pulling in more total passes than DK Metcalf and Ole Miss. And a physique almost just. As a senior, he got 25 balls for 440 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's 150 more yards than Tyreek Hill at OK State on 6 less receptions. This kid ain't got as much dog in him. Bowl. Prior to that, he played a standout season at Nassau Community College, blowing in 20 receptions and 5 touchdowns. All in all, scoring only one less touchdown than Travis Kelce in their respective careers. This man is a real-life last-chance Houston success story. Take notes, Netflix, Newfield High School, he was All-State, All-County, All-Division, Long Island, and Suffolk County's wide receiver of the year. Resume simply stupid. He ran an unofficial 40 time of 4.65, on par with Daniel Jones. But don't let this tragic fact fool you. His 3-cone drill and broad jump both surpassed Randy Moss's combine numbers. Tested positive for COVID the day before his pro day, and as a result went undrafted. Scouting analysis of Stevie Wonder would have stopped his shot. Now he makes the same money on social media as he would taking a hit from Manti Te'o over the middle. Congrats. It's history. But if I told you A.J. Green was almost A.J. Green at New England University, even if I told you an MLB pitcher threw a no-hitter while tripping on LSD, when he was pitching later that day, Doc Ellis of the Pirates took 2 tabs of LSD to enjoy his day off, until he realized he was scheduled to hit the mound in just a few hours. As the game got underway, he was unable to feel the ball or see the hitter. The switch out of the batter's box they line up. Pressure performing in the midst of a personal vision was simply stupid. By the 4th inning, he swore Richard Nixon was the game's lead umpire, and Jimi Hendrix was up to bat for San Diego swinging an electric guitar. The Padres were tripping for this performance. What were y'all doing? Throughout the no-hitter, he walked more batters than he struck out, and another batsman was bailed out by miraculous. He was all in a pair of illustrious hair. At one point, he made a play to first, caught the ball, and tagged the base on in one motion, and said to himself, "Why just going to touch it?" When you're in the show, you can afford to play back. They asked him, no, he arrived at the ballpark thinking it was Davis' turn. Having no recollection of the previous day's events. Against Allah's, his brother was born among blackout. But Doc Ellis is more than just a legend of LSD. In a game against the Reds, he pumped the first 5 batters in bases on his home in the game, undeniably inspired. He claimed to have pitched every game throughout his career on the Eagles. But no hitter off the sauce, the performance couldn't even elusive. What if I told you an MLB pitcher threw a no-hitter while tripping on LSD? Unaware he was pitching later that day, Doc Ellis of the Pirates took 2 tabs of LSD to enjoy.
Some of your favorite NBA hoopers were particularly sick fucks. Jay Kidd, 3 days after signing with the Knicks, went for a drive after a night out in his head and slammed right into a pole. Claims that he wasn't drunk but refused to breathalyze. This is him when I was cool. Slam dunk Ken Jason Richardson literally was quite head to a wall. He claimed self-defense. Now, I'm no lawyer, but I don't think so. Brooklyn boy and NBA bozo Lance Stevenson threw his pregnant wife down the stairs.
What?
Oh, Lance is a SummerSlam, my guy. That was from the jailblazers. Like, you think I caught out here dogfighting? In response to the charges, he said he always tried to be a responsible pet owner. Are you sure about that, bro? NBA big boy Oliver Miller pistol whipped his cousin at the cookout. Safe to say he was no longer invited to the cookout. And now everybody can eat. Ruben Patterson, while his wife was recovering from surgery, he forced his nanny to perform sexual acts on him, then cried after a 15-day jail sentence. Kobe, stop her my ass. What if I told you some of your favorite NBA?
If I told you David Goggins was the toughest motherfucker on the planet? 2005, to honor his fellow Navy SEALs who had passed away in Afghanistan, he Googled the 10 most difficult feats in the world, settling on the Badwater Ultra Marathon, 135-mile foot race through Death Valley with temperatures exceeding 120 degrees. Y'all thought playing on the road was tough? What about running in hell? In order to even qualify, you'd have to run 100 miles in 24 hours, having never competed in a marathon. Most of y'all can't even get up to use the treadmill, including myself. That shit is weak. So on 4 days' notice, he was ready to go, locking the first 70 miles with a lone bottle of water and crackers. Mile 70, almost every bone in his feet was shattered. While missing a leg may stop Ben Simmons from competing, nearly dying when it come close to stopping the bull. So he wrapped duct tape from his soles to his calves in order for his feet to become numb and continued walking by any means possible. Daddy, chill, what type of medical advice is that? 19 after meeting, his wife told him he wasn't going to make it, so he took that personally, finishing the remainder of the course peeing blood and shitting bricks. 2 weeks later, he ran in the Vegas Marathon. 6 months after that, he competed in Badwater. Finished 5th. What the fuck? So next time you're thinking to yourself that it can't be done, just know that you're probably right. For David Goggins, nothing is impossible. What if I told you Destroying was blackballed by the NFL? At UCF, he started as the team's kickoff specialist, recording touchbacks on 37 of 73 attempts for an average of 60.8 yards. That's more than Cairo Santos of the Bears on the same number of attempts. Okay, Cairo bombing from 60 and stick a backflip in a pair of Balenciagas? Please. As his career was taking off at UCF, so was his YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers. So the NCAA gave him an ultimatum: dedicate yourself to the game or the concept. Easy choice, stupid. He received a training camp invitation from the Toronto Argonauts of the CFL, but it turns out they were using the boy for clout, getting 15,000 followers on their social media channels before cutting. Meanwhile, their starter from this past season averaged a whole 14 less yards per kickoff than D at UCF. The shit is simple arithmetic. Got fucked up. His career long as of today is 80 yards, while the current NFL record is 66. So y'all let Deshaun Watson terrorize massage parlors across the nation but won't give me a shot because he got a YouTube channel? Y'all disgust me. He ran a sub 4.640, faster than Jerry Rice and within range of the Honey Badger. The Chiefs could use a new target. Patrick Mahomes could use a new brother. Now NIL rules are in full swing. Quarterbacks who took no snaps are praised for gaming the system. A lot of y'all are thriving off this man's sacrifice. Show some fucking respect. No fun league weren't hating on the boy. Maybe he'd be kicking extra points for one instead of hosting one-on-ones. What if I told you Destroying was what if I told you Blueface was almost a star NFL quarterback? At Arleta High School in California, he threw for 1,700 yards to go with 21 touchdowns and 11 interceptions in his senior season. The same number of touchdowns thrown by Josh Allen in his sophomore year of high school. Together, these two are breaking unlimited tables. Facts. As a dual threat, he rushed for 765 yards on the year. It's over 100 yards more than Lamar Jackson in their respective senior campaigns. His Tatiana could run a 4.40 with 40 pounds of jewelry. Spot. For the year, he totaled 2,500 all-purpose yards in just 12 total games. Double that of Cooper Cup in high school. He was undeniably a five-star prospect. Straight. In fact, the boy was a triple threat, punting 8 times on the year for an average distance of 43.5 yards, within 3 yards of Pat McAfee's career average. He's the first, last, and only rapper to be serviceable on special teams. All in all, his completion percentage sits at 54. The closest NFL comparison would be Zach Wilson at 55%. The boys specialize in missing their targets on the field, but off of it, they're unstoppable. Signed with Baker before dropping out to pursue a career in rap. And who knows? If he never committed to OnlyFans University, maybe Blueface would be going for a Super Bowl 3-peat instead of rapping off beat. What if I told you What if I told you,
Quarterbacks drafted first overall in the 2010s. These guys are the future of the NFL. 2011, Cam Newton, 3-time Pro Bowler and the 2015 NFL MVP. Made it to the Super Bowl and lost to Peyton. Might have fallen off a little bit, but I believe my boy got plenty left in the tank. 2012, Andrew Luck, 4-time Pro Bowler. 2018 Comeback Player of the Year. Retired early to save his brain from his offensive line. 2015.
What the fuck happened to Andrew Luck? That nigga has no appearance on social media. Like he just distanced himself from life.
4-time Pro Bowler in the 2019 passing yards. Now he's taking up the mantle of Drew Brees. 2016 Jared Goff, 2-time Pro Bowler and made it to the Super Bowl. Scored 3 points. Amazing. Hulu Ambassador, the best thing to happen to Cleveland since Braun, which is a low bar considering Braun is the only good thing that ever happened to Cleveland. 2019 Kyler Murray, 2-time Pro Bowler and Offensive Rookie of the Year. One of the best QBs in the league right now. 2020 Joe Burrow, 2021 Trevor Lawrence. Future. Quarterbacks drafted first overall in the quarterbacks taken first overall in the 2000s. Elite talent. Only a few are built for the big stage. 2001 Michael Vick, 4-time Pro Bowler, one of the most electric players in NFL history. 2010 Comeback Player of the Year after a brief vacation from the sport. 2002 David Carr. 3 Carson Palmer, Heisman Trophy winner, 3-time Pro Bowler. Carson was solid. 2004 Eli Manning, 2-time Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP. The only quarterback to son Tom Brady twice. 2005 Alex Smith, 3-time Pro Bowler. After a scary injury, 2020 Comeback Player of the Year. 2007 Jamarcus Russell. We do a whole video on him. Just say he didn't work out. 2009 Matthew Stafford, 1-time Pro Bowler. 2011 Comeback Player of the Year. Youngest player to hit 20, 30, 40, and 45,000 passing yards. Like the underrated. 2010 Sam Bradford. 2010 Offensive Rookie of the Year, but otherwise. Quarterbacks taken first overall in the 2000s.
But if I told you MMG was the original Justin Tucker. At Dewitt High School in Michigan, he recorded 38 touchbacks in 11 games. Full 17-game season, that number rises to 50. Ahead of Cincinnati's Evan McPherson. Grit and the motor are strong. This senior season, he notched 3,500 kickoff yards, equating to a top 10 mark in the NFL. Against a lot of this little Backstreet Boys bowling on his bench. He averaged 58.1 yards per kickoff, higher than honorary Migo Rodrigo Blankenship, within 1.5 yards of Justin Tucker. And it's unclear which is more of a dominant force. Golden Rule versus matches. Ask your mother to find out. In his final year of football, he converted 56 of 57 extra points. That's good for second most efficient in NFL history, behind George Blanda and ahead of returns immediately to about misogyny into Patriot way. Boys will take your bitch before converting the PAT. Inspired. He kicked 5 field goals in a season on 2 separate occasions, including a career-high 33-yarder. Just last year, Miami's kicker smoked a 33-yarder for the win as time expired. Clearly ain't got the clutch gene or the thirst-trapping abilities. The boy. Not only is he a god of the gridiron, but the versatility is serious. Put Tyreek Hill through the spin cycle, proved once and for all he can stroke that thing and knock out.
Hey, yo.
Nicholson mode on the golf course. Damn, Daddy, what don't you do? Who knows? Weren't for YouTube greatness, ABP kicking on Sundays instead of Matt. What if I told you MMG was the original Justin Tucker? At Dewitt High School in Michigan, he recorded 38 touchbacks in 11 games. Whole 17-game season, that number rises to 58. Ahead of Cincinnati's Evan McPherson. Great in the motor, are strong with this. In his senior season, he notched 3,500 kickoff yards, equating to a top 10 mark in the NFL.
Kevin Durant is staying with the Nets. After emotionally bullying the Brooklyn fan base, as small as it is, KD is staying put. How big of a threat are they to win it all? Well, by my count, there's around 8 teams that could realistically win the chips. Warriors, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Nuggets, Clippers, Lakers, Nets. If you want to throw the Suns and the Heat in there, sure, you can believe it, but I don't have to. But this is about how the Nets, although they're proven to be a shit show, will win the NBA championship next year, if they stay healthy. KD is the best player in the world right now, with Giannis, Steph, Braun, and Jokic very close behind. Kyrie is the most skilled player in the league right now. Although he can be difficult at times, there really isn't a damn soul that can guard him for a full 48 minutes. And big boy Ben Simmons, make all the jokes you want, but his career numbers are 16, 8, and 8. 2 steals in elite defense. He's 6'11", quicker than your average, and will bring the girls back like he does the backboard on a free throw. For the shooters, we got the real splash pro in Seth Curry, white boy extraordinaire in Joe Harris, and the athletic weekend, Patty Mills. You fucking kidding me? Don't forget the young Kings who are only getting better. Cam Thomas, Nico Claxton, and Dayron Sharp. And when the fuck did this happen? Bubble boy T.J. Warren, the most unguardable player in NBA history. I mean, you know it's fuck the Nets on this side, but you tell me, who's beating them this season? Kevin Durant, the Los Angeles Lakers first team all. At center, we going with Samaki Walker. The man had the easiest job in the world. Backing up Shaq in his prime. And there wasn't anybody fucking with Samaki's drip. The power forward, Stanislav Mevadenko. Slava if you're nasty. Career 5 points a game, 2 rings, and an incredibly fun name to say. Put that man in the fucking rafters. Small forward, we must go Iron Newell. He's more known as an irrelevant LeBron teammate, but in LA he reached new lows in contribution. With 7 career games in purple and gold at shooting guard, we're going with Vander Blue. And at the 1 leading of vet, Gennaro Pargo. 13 games for the Lake Show in 04, and he put up 1.1 points per game. But he did play 15 seasons, and I still have no idea who the fuck he is. The Los Angeles Lakers first team
If I told you Logan Paul was almost an NFL superstar. As a senior for the Westlake Demons in Ohio, he rushed for 1,400 yards.
Bro, was this everyone almost an NFL superstar or some shit, bro? Like, damn.
Touchdowns in just 10 total games. To put that into perspective, he averaged only 10 less yards per game than Alvin Kamara, with significantly less drip. He also rushed for only 2 less yards per attempt than Saquon Barkley. But did Saquon go toe-to-toe with the greatest fighter of all time? Didn't think so. And yes, talking about the Miz, stupid. His longest attempt on the year was a 60-yard sprint to the end zone. Jonathan Taylor of the Colts had a long of only 50 yards in his junior season. Do not mistake Logan's whiteness for weakness. His brother has the speed of a prime Deoxys. His vertical leap measured it at 38 inches. That's only half an inch less than Odell Beckham Jr. and Julio Jones. So he could trample one island boy like Mufasa before hurdling over the other for 6. Daddy, hell, he was a 2012 All-State honorable mention, first team all-conference as a running back, and also led the team in tackles despite carrying the load on offense. This brother has always been Mr. America. Logan Paul was stiff-armed the shit out of Rudy. And who knows, if it weren't for YouTube glory, maybe he'd be concussed on Sundays instead of SummerSlam. But if I...
22nd ranked offense is crazy, bro. Yeah, he cleaned up his picks in that second game. Went from 3 picks to 1 pick and 3 or 4 to pass. Although most of his picks in that first game came hella early.